The snow has been coming down here for the last several hours, and there's a wind that's coming with it that at times just whips up and makes things miserable. People in this area can expect to see about 9 inches of snow and experience some whiteout conditions.
The snow has been coming down here for the last several hours, and there's a wind that's coming with it that at times just whips up and makes things miserable. People in this area can expect to see about 9 inches of snow and experience some whiteout conditions. So I was really surprised. Many of you got whiteout. Oh, I thought this would kill almost everybody, but no, whips up. I thought that would kill most people, and it did. But anyway, whiteout, whips up. Yeah, these are new expressions for most of you, not everybody. There were lots of other problems, but those two especially. Interesting pronunciation. Again, just easy stuff. Here, 9 inches. Once again, if you wrote 9, then you can write inches. Don't write 9 inches. Don't do that. And don't write, you can write this. This is okay. Okay, so either write it out, spell it out. That's perfect. This is absolutely fine. I recommend over 9, though, 10 or 11, 12. And this is absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. This one, don't do it. Nope, can't do that one. That's a no-no. Yet. No, can't do that one. All right, the snow has been coming down here for the last, what, hours? What did he say? What's the pronunciation? So the perfect pronunciation is several. Okay, so it's schwa schwa. Shorty, se, schwa schwa. Several. But almost always we delete the middle syllable and we say several. 2 syllables. Perfect is 3, but almost always we say 2. But what did he say?
The snow has been coming down here for the last several hours, and there's several hours.
Yeah, several hours. It's almost a short A, several. So he does 2 syllables, but this vowel was not a short E, it's a short A. And again, I'm not sure what the accent is, but I'm going to guess California. Yeah. Don't do that. Keep it real. Several, okay?
Several hours.
Oh my God, it sounds like Paris Hilton's brother.
Several hours, and there's a wind that's coming with it.
And there's a wind that's coming with it.
And there's a wind that's.
And there's a.
And there's a wind.
I don't want to get that S.
And there's a wind that. And there's a wind. And there's a wind. And there's a wind. And there's a wind. And there's a wind.
Notice how that N pretty much blocks out the D's gone. The TH is. And there's a wind, and there's a wind, and there's a wind. Yeah, a wind. Wait a minute. Can we count wind? So here's a great question. I'm giving you guys tough questions. Why Why does he include a? Good question.
And there's a wind that's coming with it.
Now notice here, we don't hear the D, right? But I would say the D was stopped because we definitely hear the TH.
And there's a wind that's coming with. And there's a wind that's coming with.
And there's a wind that's coming with it. Yeah, I would say it's a stop D in this case, not a canceled D. Because if the D were canceled, probably the TH would be canceled too. When that's. But no, we hear the TH, which tells me it was probably a stop D. Stop D, we don't really hear it, especially with a TH right after it. When that's.
And there's a wind that's coming with it that at times just whips up, that at times, gotta have that S. And again, this is really easy, but have you ever said that at times? Oh, great expression. You know, this would have been perfect for EVC. Ooh, I don't even think it's in your glossary. If it's not in your glossary, make sure you ask. I'll explain in the explanation video. Let's go back a little bit. There's a wind that's coming with it. That at times just whips up and There's a wind that's coming with it that at times just whips up.
That's it. There's a wind that's coming with it that at times just whips up, oh, that T's gone, just whips up. So we got a new phrasal verb, and I guarantee you, if you look in a phrasal verb dictionary, and I have one here somewhere, you will not find that word. Here we go. Should we check just for fun? Whips up. Am I going to be able to read with my glasses on? TW, where's the W? There we go. W, wake, want, wait, wit, whoop. Nope, they don't even have whip. Yeah, that's right. So, nope. This is an excellent phrasal verb dictionary, and whip up is not there. That's the most difficult thing about phrasal verbs is phrasal verbs, there are so many, but there are so many that they're not all in the dictionary. And even if you find your phrasal verb in the dictionary, each phrasal verb could have so many meanings, you might not find your specific meaning. Yeah, so that's why you need me. And I'll explain exactly what whips up mean so that you will absolutely understand it easily. Maybe you already do. So whips up coming in the explanation video. Phrasal verbs can be very confusing, but I'm pretty good at explaining them so that you can remember them. And not only that you can remember them, so that when you hear it again, you absolutely understand. You can even use it. And even if you hear a new one, you can kind of understand what it means, even though it's new. So anyway, and there's a wind that's coming with it. Here's another question. What is it that at times, what does that mean? I'm not asking a question. Just whips up. Just whips up. And I'll explain that. And, so that's the end, and makes things miserable. Okay? Makes things miserable. Yeah. I'm going to give you another question. What makes things miserable? What makes things miserable? Okay? And in this case, when he says things, what does he mean by things? Give me two examples of the things. I want two examples. Two examples of the things. There could be many, but I just want two examples of things that are miserable. Really difficult questions. Okay, so that's the sentence. Good Lord. The snow has been coming down here for the last several hours, and there's a wind that's coming with it that at times just whips up and makes things miserable.
The snow has been coming down here for the last several hours, and there's a wind that's coming with it that at times just whips up and makes things miserable. People in this area
can expect to see about 9 inches of snow.
People in this area can expect to see about 9 inches of snow and experience some...
People in this area can expect to experience some whiteout conditions. So people in this area can expect to A and B. People in this area can expect to see about 9 inches of snow. And people in this area can expect to experience some whiteout conditions. And I think even without using a dictionary, you might be able to understand that.
And experience some whiteout conditions.
And there was I'm not going to say who because it was a mistake. Somebody wrote whiteout. Maybe it's 2 words. Great, yeah. They sound the same because the flap T sounds like a D. So I'll say this one, whiteout, and this one, wideout. Whiteout, wideout. There's no word. But when we say the word wide, we usually say it wide. We open wide. And when we say white, it's usually quicker, okay? Because the T doesn't need any vibration. It's just boom, white. But the D, we're going to need some vibration, just a wide. And that it's not the I. It sounds like the I is getting stretched, and that's true, but it's because we need that vibration for the D, okay? So white, wide, White, wide. Whiteout, wide out. It's different, okay? It actually is different, but so similar, so similar. Whiteout conditions, conditions. 2 times. Manny, good morning. How's it looking where you are? How are the situations? How's the situation? And this is the situation in the mountains. Well, the snow has been coming down here for the last several hours. Now, his pronunciation is several. Is that a wrong pronunciation? I'm not going to say it's wrong, but it's not standard, okay? Like, I have a feeling Manny is from California. I'm just thinking he's from California because his pronunciation is several, and there's another word where he has a different pronunciation too. So I'm guessing it's just kind of California. We'll talk about that more. And there's a wind that's coming with it that at times just whips up and makes things miserable. So this is a tricky sentence. There is a wind, and it would be better to say there is a gust of wind, but it's not one, there's actually many. So there's a wind, there are gusts of wind. So you always have wind, but then suddenly it's really strong, and then it dies down, and then it's really strong. So when it's really strong, that is a gust, okay? So right now he's standing outside, it's okay, but then when a gust of wind comes, it's even colder. So there's a wind that's coming with it. With the snow? Yeah, it could be with the snow, with the blizzard, with the storm. So with the snow is possible, with the storm, with the blizzard is better. That sometimes just whips up. It just suddenly, boom, gets really, really, really strong. And each gust of wind makes life miserable, makes the temperature miserable. The temperature is, 0 degrees Celsius, but when you get the strong wind, it drops to -15. Okay, it'll affect the temperature. It makes the temperature miserable. It makes driving, walking your dog, as one of you said. It makes shoveling snow miserable. It makes snow drifting, and we'll talk about that, miserable. It makes shopping, it makes life miserable. Okay? I hope that sentence makes sense.
Well, the snow has been coming down here for the last several hours, and there's a wind that's coming with it that at times just whips up and makes things miserable. People in this area can expect to see about 9 inches of snow and experience some whiteout conditions.